What's good, fellas? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, so we have the data mines for the brand new Tellius banner that we just got, and quite a bit of juicy stuff to talk about. Not really a lot in terms of actual content. It was pretty much just the unit stats from the banner, and then info about the Grand Hero Battle unit, as well as one other thing that I want to talk about. So maybe not the biggest update, but we still have some pretty important things to go over. So we're going to start with the unit stats from the banner. Alright, so it looks like we're going to start things off with Ilyana. She is, of course, the 4-star summon, so let's take a look at her stats. Alright, we have 39 HP, we have 38 attack, 32 speed, 17 defense, and 40 res. Wow, holy res stat, that is pretty good. And an overall BST of 166. Pretty solid for a 4-star summonable infantry tome. She's not the fastest in the world, but her attack stat is massive, and so is her res. She also has a super boon in res. So you give her something like Iceberg or Glacies, and you support her with maybe a whole bunch of units that have infantry pulse, or however you want to lower her cooldown count to get to those specials. She's going to deal a lot of damage. So definitely not a bad summon, and maybe not even a bad plus 10 merge project if you really like Ilyana. I know there's a lot of Ilyana fans out there, and I like her a lot too. She's a very fun mage. Okay, let's move on to Jill next. Alright, so Jill has 40 HP, 39 attack, 40 speed, 36 defense, and 17 res, for a grand total BST of 172. That's really high for a flying unit. I think that's actually the highest BST for a flying unit. I could be mistaken about that. I mean, I haven't really checked too many of the flying units lately. Maybe Lilith has a tie with this, but I don't remember. Someone in the comment section is going to let me know for sure. But she has a super boon in attack and speed, so you could go plus attack or plus speed if you wanted. Between those two, which is actually better, I'm not sure. She's already gaining attack and speed up 6 from her weapon, so just don't forget about that part. Alright, let's move on to Shinon next. Alright, so Shinon, he's been the talk of the town since the banner came out. Alright, he's got 40 HP, 38 attack, 42 speed. He's got 27 defense, and he has 24 res, for a grand total of 171. That's actually the highest, I believe, for a ranged unit that's infantry so far. So, Shinon with the BST right there. He's also got a super boon in speed and res. So with that res stat and a super boon in speed, he's tied with Fallen Ike and Marita for the highest base speed out of any infantry unit. So that's, of course, very good. And his weapon's also giving him +5 to all stats. So you might look at his stats and think, oh, this guy, he's real squishy. I mean, his HP and defenses aren't really the best. But no, don't forget about the +5 to all stats his weapon is giving him. So he's already like kind of a stat ball for a ranged infantry type. And then with that weapon on top of it, this guy's going to be pretty good. So definitely watch out for Shinon. Looks like he's going to be a powerful unit. Alright, let's move on to Gatrie next. Alright, so he's got 47 HP. He's got 42 attack. He's got 17 speed, 44 defense, and 35 res, for a total of 185. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. So I think he's the first 185 BST armored unit that's in the standard pool. I think, because the other ones are seasonal or legendary, right? Oh, wait, no, I forgot. Already, I forgot about Brave Edelgard. Okay, silly me. Alright, forget I said anything there. Unfortunately, Gatrie does not have a super boon in anything. But, I mean, look at that attack. Look at that defense. This man is just stats to the max. Very good res stat as well, so he's going to be very tanky. And because he's a lance type, he can inherit all those good lances, like the lance that Geese came with, which comes with lull, attack, and defense 5. Or his own lance, which is pretty much huge fan or pledged blade all over again. So Gatrie seems like he's going to be a pretty strong option too. And finally, this is probably the biggest win for the most amount of people. We have Petrine as the Grand Hero Battle unit. So Petrine has 42 attack. She's got 42 HP, 35 attack, 37 speed, 30 defense, and 24 res for a total of 168, which is very high actually when you consider that she's a cavalry unit. She actually has the highest BST out of any cavalry unit in the game. Even higher than Eliwood with the Resplendent bonus. So that's pretty nasty, especially considering that she's a free-to-play unit that anyone can get. And she does have a super boon in res, because all of a sudden we're capable of giving these free-to-play prize units their IVs with the Ivy fruits. So pretty cool there. It would have been nice if she had a super boon in speed or attack, but I mean, typically that's how it works with these Grand Hero battles. Now that we can give them IVs, and we've taken a look at most of what IVs they can have, most of them are pretty janky with the IVs. It's like either plus res or plus HP. Typically something that you're not really going to need that much, but still it's nice to be able to give them IVs nonetheless. And Petrine just looks awesome. I mean, 35 attack and 37 speed. Very competent player phase unit, and just a very good stat ball for a cavalry type. Okay, so let's move on and let's take a look at Petrine's base kit. So Petrine comes with the Flame Lance. I'm pretty sure most of you would have known that if you played Path of Radiance. So it's effective against beasts. Already, once again, that's taken straight from Path of Radiance. Grants speed up 3. And at the start of combat, if unit's HP is above or equal to half, calculates damage using foe's res, and inflicts speed and res -5 on the foe during combat. So, pretty good weapon. I mean, Petrine already having the best stats of any cavalry unit, and then coming with stuff like this. This is definitely going to make her a standout, and I'm sure a lot of people may be trying to go for Petrine as a merge project. So, definitely some great stuff there. She also comes with attack and speed push 3 right out of the box. She does have to be a 5-star to get it, but this is really good for a number of reasons. First of all, let's say you pull a unit on one of the banners that comes with attack and speed push 4 and you don't really want to keep them. So you would want to go ahead and fodder them off, but you're not capable of getting attack and speed push 4 along with something else in one go. Because up until this point, attack and speed push 3 was not inheritable from anybody else. We did have that one copy of Summer Elincia in the Grail shop, and you could go ahead and use her, but that's only a one-time thing. So it is nice to have this now. So let's say you summon a unit like Bernadetta. She comes with attack and speed push 4, but then she has a bunch of other good skills. So what you can do is sacrifice Petrine first, get attack and speed push 3 on the unit that you want to give the skills to, and then after that you can sacrifice Bernadetta and pick up attack and speed push level 4, as well as lull speed and defense in one go. So that's a good option. In fact, you can actually sacrifice Bernadetta to Petrine herself and get attack and speed push 4 and lull speed and defense in one go. And that's probably going to be the ideal skills to give to Petrine. We also know that the next rerun banner is going to be the one that had those 3 houses units on it. So Lysithea, Bernadetta, Ferdinand, and Annette. That banner is going to be coming back with the 40 summons sparking. So all of a sudden those Bernadetta summons are going to have a ton of value now. I love it. I love it. Good stuff. And we have also threat and attack and defense 2 on Petrine. I mean, they could have been really nice and made this threat and attack and defense 3, but still pretty good. I mean, it's not like it's going to be the biggest deal. You're probably going to get rid of this, to be honest, but still not bad that she comes with this. So in the event that you do want to sacrifice threat and attack and defense 3, you can also do the same thing I said before and sacrifice Petrine first, and then sacrifice the unit that comes with this skill. So Petrine is like a good fodder unit leading up to bigger sacrifices for skill inheritance, or she's a really good unit to use. Definitely some good stuff there. And the final thing that I want to cover today is the inheritance restrictions for Deadeye. So like I thought, Deadeye is going to be restricted to only bow units. That's how it worked in Radiant Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. But what I didn't expect was that it was going to have absolutely no movement restrictions on it. So your bow units, your horse units, your infantry units, armored units, doesn't matter. As long as they have a bow equipped, they're capable of learning this skill. I think that's a little bit too much, because, I mean, you guys already know what I did with my defense team in Aether Raids. I gave Budding Bow to Brave Lynn and also the Halloween Rolf. So imagine if I give them Deadeye now as well. They're going to have impact skills and they're going to be able to negate damage reduction. That's going to be pretty nasty. So, I mean, Cavline teams, did they really need to get a buff? I don't quite think so. So, a little bit unfortunate there. I mean, they're buffing the wrong type of things with this skill. And also, Legendary Crom, I mean, does Legendary Crom really need to be able to negate damage reduction? I don't know about that. But I guess all of a sudden he's going to be able to do that now. Not really the best units to be buffing, but I mean, damage reduction has been going a little bit too far lately, so I guess you take one toxic to get rid of the other toxic or whatever it is. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, actually, what your thoughts are on this, and are you happy with the way that we can inherit Deadeye, or you think it should have been more restricted, or maybe more open, and maybe every unit could have inherited it? Let me know that in the comment section down below. But that's all for today's video, guys, so hope you enjoyed the updates that we got this time around. This is, of course, your boy Tacho signing out. I am planning to summon on the banner, but I'm not going to be able to summon just yet, because, of course, you guys know your boy is on a little bit of an orb shortage at the moment. So, once I manage to get enough orbs to go ahead and do the sparking, I will summon at that point. But for the moment, I'm not going to be able to summon, so RIP me. But that's all for today, so thanks so much for watching the video, guys. And I will catch you guys again on the flip side.